Okey dok. So dalam video ni saya akan kongsikan tentang macam mana kita nak mulakan LinkedIn atau nak mulakan balik. Ramai juga saya jumpa doctors yang ada akaun LinkedIn tapi tak pernah guna ataupun lama tak guna. Jadi dalam this video, it's going to be a slightly long video. Saya akan buat raw je, tanpa banyak editing and all that. Jadi saya akan kongsikan macam mana kalau kita nak mulakan atau nak mulakan balik lah LinkedIn. Dan saya akan share beberapa screen. Dia tak terlalu detail, bukan sampai kita nak buat makeover. Maybe the makeover series saya akan buat dalam lagi satu video. Tapi bila kita nak mulakan balik, apa yang kita nak tengok dulu. Saya nak kongsikan tentang the analytics juga. Sebab kita ni bila kita pakai social media, kita banyak tengok trend ataupun kita ikut dan kita bandingkan lah, kita buat comparison tentang analytics yang biasa. Contohnya impression, berapa banyak orang respond ataupun react ataupun like. So those are responses lah. Dan juga berapa ramai share ataupun komen. Dan itu adalah matrix-matrix yang first kali sebelum kita dapat those matrix, kita kena ukur dulu, kita kena measure dulu kita punya own input. So macam impression, macam likes, itu apa yang orang bagi kat kita. Tapi sebelum kita tengok apa yang orang bagi kat kita, kita measure dulu apa yang we put in. Berapa banyak post yang kita buat. So those are activities yang pada saya penting lah bila kita buat social media, especially for our professional use. Then before we go into the analytics, bila kita pakai LinkedIn ni, we want to also look at it from perspective that selalu orang cakap personal branding kan, personal branding. Tapi saya nak rephrase sikit the context of personal branding. It's more about creating presence lah. Dan kalau kita tengok kita sebagai professional ni, apa yang kita nak bina is basically our reputation. So it's not just personal branding. Of course ramai orang sebut tentang personal branding, dan bukan salah, tapi mungkin saya nak tighten sikit the context to look at is building your presence, building your online presence, building your visibility, at the same time building your reputation lah. Jadi tanpa membuang masa, kita jump in straight into the analytics. So let me share my screen. So first kali saya nak sharekan the analytics yang saya rasa penting lah. Is basically kita punya SSI ataupun apa yang dikenali sebagai kita punya social selling index lah. Social selling index. So let me just adjust my screen. Okay. Pastikan yang I'm sharing the right screen lah. Okay, you should be able to see my screen share sekarang ni, which is the social selling index. Social selling index. Okay, so apa yang kita nak tengok dekat social selling index ni? Short for SSI lah. I'll put the link below in the description supaya kita boleh tengok SSI kita, macam mana kita nak tengok kita punya SSI. So there are several numbers kat sini, several numbers. So kita ada industry rank, network, SSI rank. So sebelum kita tengok yang itu, kita tengok the main dululah, current social selling index. Okay, so apa current social index ni? Social selling index ni, kat sini ada question mark ni, so you can actually see. Your social selling index SSI, okay, measures your how effective you are at establishing your professional brand, finding right people, engaging with insights, building relationships, is updated daily. Maksudnya kalau kita tak buat apa-apa, that means the numbers will change lah. Is updated daily. Jadi apa yang terkandung dengan kita punya ataupun daripada kita punya SSI ni is basically these four colours. So establishing a professional brand, 12.13, 12%, which is this one lah. Okay, so there's 4 main colours, merah, purple, hijau dengan biru ni lah. So apa dia? Okay, so kalau kita tengok the number here is 57 out of 100. So kalau kita buat example, kita ambil exam lah, dekat college kan, kita ambil exam dekat sekolah ke, so is 57 out of 100. So kalau katalah passing mark is 50, maksudnya I'm just above the passing mark lah, at 57, 57 over 100. So ni first number yang kita nak tengok, dan apakah pecahan komponen tu. So kalau kita tengok kat sini ada 4 parts, okay, ada 4 components, so that means 25 lah each component. So 25 marks kali 4 gives you 100 full marks lah. So our target is basically to build these 4 components. Tiap-tiap satu ni kita nak naikkan lah kepada full mark, which is 25. So kalau 25 we'll get 100 over 100 lah, okay, which is 4 flat, A kan, A plus, okay. So apa benda components dalam kita punya SSI? So first kali yang merah ni is establish your professional brand. So what is that? So kalau kita tak sure, kita tekan je question mark ni, okay. So establish your professional brand, complete your profile with the customer in mind. Maksudnya the parts yang kita akan buat the makeover nanti, all the parts in your profile tu kita nak optimize kan, kita nak penuhkan with the customer in mind. That means siapa kita punya target customers. So kita punya profile tu kita nak designkan ataupun kita nak tuliskan supaya dia menjurus kepada kita punya customers lah, kita punya target audience. Become a thought leader by publishing meaningful posts. Jadi memang LinkedIn ni memang dia minta kita jadi thought leader in our industry. So kalau doktor in healthcare lah, as a professional in the healthcare punya niche. So LinkedIn wants you to become a thought leader. Memang the statistics ataupun the analytics is designed that way so that professionals can position themselves as thought leaders. How? By publishing meaningful posts. Maksudnya dia dah bagi tahu lah untuk kita nak naikkan markah tu kan, apa yang kita kena buat, apa yang kita kena buat. So that's the first one. So nanti in the next video saya akan kongsikan macam mana kita nak buat the makeover lah. So yang warna purple, okay, find the right people. So what does it mean find the right people? So memang LinkedIn ni memang dikatakan atau dikenali sebagai satu platform yang juga very strong in the networking punya space lah. Ramai orang gunakan LinkedIn ni untuk networking, untuk cari dia punya audience, untuk cari better prospects, better quality clients. Jadi find the right people means apa? Identify better prospects in less time using efficient search and research tools. Maksudnya dia dah bagi tahu dah. Okay, so if you use the research tools, okay, using efficient search functions, you will identify better prospects and you will actually get more marks lah. Dia macam kalau cikgu recommend untuk guna certain steps and you use it, you dapat markah. Sama juga LinkedIn, dia dah recommend certain things for you to do, and if you do it, if you follow those steps, dia akan reward you lah. So these are action based rewards, action based algorithm. Jadi kita nak tengok kita punya social index ni sebagai input kita. That means when we put in the work, we'll get marks. So bila kita nak measure, it's also fair to measure kita punya input juga. Not just measure kita punya results lah, which is the impressions, the likes, the share, okay, and also the comments. So itu apa yang orang bagi kat kita. So those are the results. But first we also want to measure the process in getting those results. So kita measure kita punya activities lah. Okay. So the green one, engage with insights. Dia dah bagi tahu dah nak naikkan markah ni, engage with insights. So what does engage with insights means? Engage with insights means discover and share conversation worthy updates to create and grow relationships. So dia dah bagi tahu dah. And so when you discover and share conversations, worthy updates. So macam kita nak tengok, so ada dalam kita punya profile, nanti saya tunjukkan kat mana kita nak tengok the discover this way to discover lah kan, these insights ni, how to grow relationships. Okay, so that's the third one. And the fourth one, the blue one, build relationships. So what does it mean? Okay, strengthen your network by finding and establishing trust with decision makers. So dia dah recommend dah macam mana kita nak dapatkan 100 marks from all these four components. Okay, so let's look at a few other numbers. So kat sini kita tengok bila kita buat all these four components, markah kita akan naik lah. So first kali kita tengok kat bawah ni, dia ada buat comparison. So first kali, so sales professional in professional training and coaching industry ni, ini industri yang kita set dari awal dekat dalam kita punya profile. So kita boleh pilih kita punya profession. Okay. So kat sini kita pilih dalam kita punya profile. So dia akan measure based on apa yang kita pilih. Dan kat sini dia bagi average. So average SSI of people in my industry. So saya pilih sales professional in professional training and coaching. Yeah. So as a coach, that's how I choose my profession lah. Okay. So dekat sini dia cakap people in my industry, average SSI dia is 36. So mine is 57. So for 57 out of 36, I'm ranked top 12% lah. Top 12%. So no change since last week. So maksudnya kalau every week kita buat activities, buat all these 4 activities, so kita akan nampak perbezaan dekat sini. So dia measure benda ni once a week. Okay, so this is updated daily. So this is measured once a week. So this is people in your industry. This is people in your network. Your network. So maksudnya all those people that you are connected with, dia ambil juga the average SSI. So average SSI of people in my network is 33. Okay. So that means 57. Okay. Out of 33, I'm top 6%. Top 6 lah. So nombor ni dia letak juga kat atas. Okay. So industry rank 12%. Network SSI rank is 6%. Okay. So another way to look at it, yang saya selalu buat comparison lah. So contohnya kalau kita ambil satu paper, markah dia is 50 over 100 lah contoh. Passing mark 50 over 100. So the higher I score, saya dapat A lah dalam that particular paper. Tapi kalau kita combine all the papers yang kita ambil, katalah kita ambil 4 paper atau 10 paper. So kita akan buat comparison top in the class and top in school. Okay. So top in the class, katalah this one. Top in class maksudnya within our class tu, that is our network lah. So kita top 6% in class. Kemudian dalam industri katalah the whole school lah. Ataupun the entire school dekat Malaysia kan. So katalah ambil in school. So we're top 6% in class and we're top 12% in school. In school. So that's basically how kita tengok and make sense of these numbers. So the objective is what? Objective very simple. Kita nak pass and kita nak dapat A 100%. And also when this increases, okay, compared to the average, so this number will also increase. So kenapa kita nak naikkan? Naikkan as in naik the rank lah. Maksudnya the percentage got to be lower. So kenapa kita nak jadi top 1%? When you become top 1%, okay, LinkedIn juga akan reward you with visibility. Okay, because we are putting action into the platform. So dia akan reward juga in terms of kita punya visibility. Okay, so macam mana kita nak relatekan these numbers pula dengan kita punya profile. So let me just open LinkedIn kat sini. Okay. So basically kita tengok yang first one lah. So first one kat sini dia cakap, okay, your professional brand. Apa dia? Okay, complete your profile with the customer in mind. Okay. So maksudnya this is our profile lah. So apa yang kita nak buat adalah kita nak go through, okay, daripada atas sampai bawah. Okay, supaya kita optimize kita punya profile. Okay. So there's several parts here. Okay, so satu kita punya banner, kita punya profile foto, kita punya tagline, kemudian kita punya about section, kita punya services, kita punya featured section, okay, our experience, okay, dan kita punya education, okay, skills and recommendation. So that's basically our whole profile punya part lah, okay, how to actually optimize kita punya profile, okay. So dalam video lain, saya akan go through pula the details on how we actually optimize kita punya profile, and what I will do a makeover of my own profile. So next video saya akan buat makeover balik lah of this profile. Okay. So itu yang pertama. Okay. Establish and position yourself as a thought leader. Maksudnya kita nak position kita punya profile ni juga as a thought leader in our space. So as a doctor, you want to position yourself as a thought leader in your specific space lah. Okay. In whatever your niche is in healthcare. So healthcare is one niche, tapi bawah healthcare ada subspecialist ataupun niche-niche yang lebih spesifik lah, lebih spesifik. Mungkin you are a independent clinic owner, maybe you are a specialist, maybe you are in aesthetics, maybe you are in physiotherapy, maybe you are in dental, so those are the specific niches, sub niche or sub specialist in the bigger healthcare punya niche. Okay, so that's what you want to do lah. Okay, so lagi satu is second one. Yang purple ni is find the right people. So dah cakap kat sini, identify better prospects in less time, using efficient search and research tools. So kalau dekat sini macam mana kita nak cari, is basically kita punya search tools lah kat sini, search tools. So katalah kita punya target audience, salah satunya kita punya peers lah, so we can look for other doctors. Okay, so kalau saya type doctors, you can see, okay, kita type doctors kat situ, kita tekan people, okay, so kita boleh tengok dekat sini, okay, these are all the doctors, doctors yang ada profile dekat LinkedIn lah, okay. Saya nak tengok kalau saya kecilkan, numbers tak nampak sini, let me see. Okay, selalunya ada numbers kat sini yang kita boleh tengok. So contohnya kita nak type kat Malaysia lah, cari kat Malaysia. Kadang kita boleh nampak numbers kat sini. This one tak nampak numbers. Let me see. Okay, ni boleh tengok kat Malaysia. So katalah saya reset dulu. Before that, let me just reset this. And katalah I want to look at doctors. Okay, these are all doctors on LinkedIn. Okay, banyak ada numbers. Selalu ada numbers kat atas ni. I'm not sure why. Let me just double check. All pun tak nampak dekat sini. So if you type doctors, you can actually see people. Okay, and you can also see post lah. Okay, siapa doctors yang post. Kalau nampak post di awal-awal ni, maksudnya these doctors are active lah. So you tengok yang ni 19 hours ago. Okay, 11 hours ago. Okay, 19 hours ago. Okay, dan juga ada groups lah kat sini. You can see groups, also jobs and companies. So that means kalau kita type doctors ni, kita tengok things related to kita punya profession, for example. So that is what it means by efficient search lah. Maksudnya, so kalau katalah kita, so for doctors contohnya, you nak buat collaboration with companies and you want to talk to HR managers. Okay. Ataupun kita type human resource lah. Human resource. Okay. So, human resources. Okay, so let's say I want to look at people. Okay, that means these are people in human resource. Okay, so here we can see the numbers of people in human resource. So ni boleh fine tune lagi. Okay, specifically, okay, dekat mana current company, location pun boleh. Okay, you can see more specific punya results, Malaysia or just Kuala Lumpur. Okay, and then all filters boleh tengok kat sini pula. Okay, all filters can also see here. Okay, some bit more details lah. Okay, boleh letak keyword and all that. So before we do more specific punya results, we just tengok general dulu. Okay, but basically you can actually see these are the people that you can connect with. Okay, so just by doing the search punya function. Okay, so that's basically using efficient search and research tools lah. So from here you can actually do research on these people and also on the companies that they are working with. So maybe it fits into your profile or your targeted audience. So you can connect with them. So satu lagi is actually notification. So ini you buat research, satu lagi notification. So from this notification, so you boleh tengok these are activities within your network. So these are people within your network yang mungkin ada buat post, mungkin ada komen, okay, and dia juga recommend lah for you to be able to engage with these people. So you can see here, these are people who reacted to my post. So when I'm looking at this, specifically bila saya tengok yang ini, maksudnya I'm actually using more insights. Finding right people, I'm also here engaging with insights. Okay, so discover and share conversation worthy updates. So orang ni, okay, within my network, dia dah comment, dia ada buat posting ataupun dia comment to my specific post. So maksudnya, okay, I can see what they commented and it can become a conversation worthy punya update lah. So that's how you want to actually uh, engage with insights and also improve this number. Dia dah bagi insights lah, dia dah bagi insights, dia dah bagi notification. So kat sini boleh tengok juga these are jobs, ni orang yang engage with your post. Okay, these are people who engage with your post, and these are mentions lah. Mungkin ada yang tag your name, so you can tengok, boleh tengok kat sini juga. Okay, so ini juga satu cara untuk kita tak terlepas lah daripada kita punya conversations ataupun kita punya network to stay updated. So that's why it means here lah, engage with insights, share conversation worthy updates and create and grow relationships. Okay, so orang tu dah komen, orang tu mungkin dah mention you, people in your network. So that's the first networking punya part lah. So kat sini tadi, okay, find the right people. So you can do research here. Okay, you can do search. Alright, and then you can also engage with insights. Engage with insights, tengok kita punya insights kat sini, the notification. Okay, so it's a very powerful punya tool. It's a very powerful punya research tool. Analytics dia sangat bagus untuk kita buat search, buat research. So kita nak pakai lah. So another one, yang keempat tadi dia cakap build relationships. So how do you build relationships? Strengthen your network by finding and establishing trust with decision makers. So tadi kita buat research. Okay, so contohnya I'm looking for a doctor. Okay, so doctors are within my specific audience lah that I want to work with. So these are the people. So ni saya boleh tengok medical officer dekat Seremban, certified aesthetic doctor. So I'm not connected to them. So I can see the results of all these people, okay, who are here. Okay, alright. So you boleh go through, boleh tengok. Okay, so katalah ni belum connect lagi. So then saya dah research. Okay, so I want to engage with insights. Okay, and I want to build relationship. So nak grow with insights ataupun engage with insights. So maksudnya saya tengok lah this particular profile. Okay, So saya tengok this particular profile, Dr. Muhammad Khair ni dekat Angsana Health. So I can look at the profile. Okay, so doktor ni punya experience, doktor ni belajar dekat mana, licenses, certification, skills, and then kalau ada recommendation ada kat bawah ni lah. Okay, so I've done research. Okay, find the right people. And then I want to engage with insights. So maksudnya share conversation with the update. So maksudnya tengok kat sini. So 1 month ago dia ada buat posting. Maksudnya dia aktif lah. Last month dia buat posting. So saya boleh tengok dekat the post. Okay. So if it's something that I like, I resonate with, based on the networking I want to do or the relationships I want to build. So apa saya boleh buat is I can actually comment here lah. Maybe ni dia ada workshop, improving employee health. Okay, so katalah it's something that I resonate with, I can actually leave a comment. So I can leave a comment here. Okay, that means I'm engaging. I'm engaging with insights. So saya nak start conversation. So I resonate with this particular health. It relates to me. It's within my prospects or ideal client. So saya boleh engage dengan dia. So I'm engaging through the insights I'm getting from the research that I'm doing, from the search function lah. So saya boleh comment kat sini. Saya boleh comment kat sini. Kemudian what I can do is also I can connect. I can connect. So I've done this too. I've find the right people. Okay, saya dah cari doktor. I've engaged with insights. Saya tengok dia punya posting. Dan saya comment dekat dia punya posting contohnya. I want to build relationship. So what else is this one lah? Build relationships. Okay. Establishing trust with decision makers. Okay. So strengthen my network. How do I strengthen my network? So mungkin saya boleh connect dengan dia. Dan lepas tu ada lagi satu tab kat sini, which is messaging. Bila kita dah connect dengan orang ni, then kita boleh hantar message kat dia. Kita boleh hantar message kat dia. Maksudnya from our messaging ni, you can see lah, these are people that we can actually now message directly. Bila kita request connection, bila dia accept, okay, so kita boleh now communicate. So that's basically how we establish trust, okay, and build relationship. When we actually use all these functions, so kita message diorang pula. Okay, so as you can see here, I send out quite a bit of message lah. So that's basically what you want to do. So it's not just about posting. Okay, so posting is one part of it, but there are also other parts. So maksudnya untuk kita create visibility, realistically, we need to put in the work. We need to put in the work first. So this analytics saya suka sebab dia menunjukkan kita punya activity. So it's also important to measure our own activity before we actually measure the other things lah. Other things tu maksudnya from your posting, you boleh tengok. So contohnya if I go to my posting, okay, go to my posting, you can see 3 other analytics. But these are analytics after you do the work. So maksudnya you boleh tengok impressions. You can look at the impressions. You can look at the engagements that you're getting, likes, and then you can also see comments, and you can also see shares. Okay, so contohnya macam ni kan, ada repost. Repost are shares lah. You have comments, you have engagements, you have also impressions. So here you can also see more details. So contohnya nak tengok analytics on the videos. Contoh videos sekarang, videos semakin popular dekat LinkedIn. So they are pushing videos now. So I would recommend that you also do videos lah. So kalau kita tengok kat sini, this is the post. Okay, you can see berapa banyak impression, members reach. You can also see video performance. Video sekarang boleh nampak. Yang dulu tak boleh. Kalau dulu videos dia tak nampak banyak engagement. Now you can actually see. So berapa banyak video views, watch time, okay, average watch time. So from here you can also plan how to make your videos better. So daripada video views and all that. So you can see the reactions, you can see the comments, you can see the repost. So contohnya you nak tengok siapa repost, and then you want to say thank you. So that's also a way on how you can build relationships. Boleh tengok video demographics. Okay, ni pun interesting tak? who viewed your profile since this post. Maksudnya mungkin ada orang yang tengok kita punya profile lepas dia nampak that particular post. So they saw the post and after that dia tengok kita punya profile. That is why first thing we want to do is optimize kita punya profile lah. That's why it's important to also do a makeover so that we create the right impression so that we can build our visibility, but not just visibility, not just personal branding, but also our reputation. And here I like to emphasize jugalah, building our reputation is our main job. Okay, so it's not just in building the business, that's partly our job, but also in building our reputation. That's primarily kita punya kerja lah, bukan orang lain, because it's our business, it's our practice, so it is our responsibility to basically build our reputation. You nak panggil personal brand pun boleh, you nak panggil presence pun boleh. Visibility you dapat bila you put in the work to actually build that reputation. Okay, so that people will know about your services. So play around with all this so that you get familiar and hopefully that helps lah in terms of you starting out ataupun restarting LinkedIn balik. So before kita tengok benda-benda lain, kita tengok dulu kita punya analytics, kita punya social selling index. So saya letak link untuk social selling index tu kat bawah supaya doktor boleh tengok and capture that moment, because as you do your posting, as you do the 4 activities tadi, do your posting, optimize your profile, engage with insights, find the right people, build a relationship, your numbers will increase. So it will improve over time. So capturing this moment today by taking a screenshot of your SSI at your starting point or restarting point, at least you boleh tengok how you started, you can measure your improvement and progress as you strengthen your LinkedIn. So in another video, I will do more detail in terms of specifically the makeover punya part. I will do my own makeover, okay, and hopefully we can continue. I can continue sharing and you can also continue learning from there. So if you find this video helpful, maybe you boleh comment dekat bawah, or if you want to see something specific, and if you have questions, I would love to answer them and see what else I can share, what else will be of interest to you. And until we meet again in the next video. So that's all for now.